So, 5 years ago, if we would ask who is buying lists, more hands were in there, right? Okay. And do you guys use all the content marketing? I call it just marketing, right? But content marketing tools. Do you guys do webinars? Yeah. How many here is doing webinar in their company? Okay. And how many of you are thinking that the investment that you're putting into webinars, for example, is worth the effort and the money? Okay, it's pretty much the same hands, which is good. White papers. Okay. How many of you are tracking the support for leads of ungated content? Meaning blog posts, lead scoring based on blog post content and stuff like that. Well, you probably, somewhat. Okay. So we understand how that almost everybody here in the room are facing the same the same reality, using multiple channels to bring in leads. Okay. For each one of you, which one was the best channel that you're saying, if there is one takeaway from this event besides the free beer, you have to use this specific channel?
Well, I actually don't think I'm working in such a thing, because we tested a lot of channels till we find what was working for us, and it was because of the time people have to read our landing pages. Actually, we have, and maybe this is a good takeaway, but we found that longer landing pages worked better for us. Like instead of just like sign up and here's a photo, we've made a landing page that looks like a post, like something you'd have in a white paper. So people went in, they read it, they spent like for several of our landing pages 7 minutes reading it, and then they sign up, and then they convert much better. And we have, and you said about email marketing, we use a tool called Intercom.io. So it's like, it's a light, it just does segmentation and emailing to users, and we're sending our sign-up email is just like, hi, thanks for signing up. What do you want the product to do for you? And what we found is that people echo what they read in the landing page, which is great because we managed to get it into them like exactly how we wanted it. So it directs them into expecting something, and that's, I think, really good.
Okay, so for us initially, LinkedIn was the top source. I mean, both campaigns in LinkedIn and also providing answers in relevant discussion groups. And afterwards, like LinkedIn at some point, we got to a point where like we used, the community was, the target audience was not large enough, so we turned to start using Google, and Google is also doing a very good job. And we're also using Twitter, but the results over there are not as good as LinkedIn and Google.
For us, we had a surprising, I think, at least to me, a channel that turns out to be working the best. And it's kind of a list, but not one that you buy, one that you build. And I'll tell you what we did. It's a bit of a long explanation. I'll try to do it in less than 2 minutes. So we help companies who have downtime. What we did is we built a list of all the websites that are running on the cloud. You can get that information, for example, from BuiltWith. I think for a lot of you can get your target audience from BuiltWith. So we had all these websites. It's about 150,000 websites. And we started building with our own R&D a tool that tracks all those websites to see if they have downtime. And we tracked it for a few months. And then we got a list of all the sites that had downtime and those that didn't have downtime. Then the next step is we only had those websites. Then you need to find the people. You want to tell them if they had or didn't have downtime. So then we use a service from Odesk, which means basically you're working with people from India and Pakistan who are very, very proficient at finding the people, including a 100% valid email. Okay, they know how to do it. And then we built a campaign to target those people. Half of them had downtime, half of them didn't. And I can share with you that the email we sent them, which was basically the company name, and we'll tell you if you had downtime in Q1 2014, we had an open rate on that email of 60%. Okay, I've never seen anything like it. And it took us months to build it. Okay, so whatever you're doing, if you can build that kind of list, I think it could be a gold mine. We had a customer of ours who do 1-hour translations. They do translations of different material. So my suggestion was, in the same manner, to find out all the websites who have only pages in English. You can build that with R&D. Check with some sort of tools like Alexa if they're getting more than, let's say, 5% of the traffic from Germany. And then you can send them a dedicated email. Hey, 5% of your traffic is from Germany, and we can translate it for you. Okay, that's probably, for us, the best channel we have.
Just to put things in perspective, this is like awesome. We're using Built With as well to do a lot of the things. It's mainly as Built With. It's basically a tool that enables you to know what kind of code is running on a website. It's like
similar sites.
It's like, yeah, in a sense, it's like similar sites. It has a lot of very good features, and the free edition is for a lot of the things, all that you need. They have also this kind of a very cool plugin to Chrome that we are using. So when I'm going, if any of you got an email from me saying, hey, dude, you're not using marketing automation, we should talk. It's because what we do is we are going to the website, and then we see if there is a code there of marketing automation platform. And then we know that the company is not utilizing it, like one of the companies that I'm looking at right now that are not using marketing automation. And then I know to tell them, look, we should probably talk, because you're not using marketing automation while you're selling to B2B, and you probably need that as a tool in order to improve your conversion rate, and we can talk about it later, but it's just an example. Yeah.
I got a voicemail over the weekend from HubSpot, and it started by, hey, I noticed you're using Marketo, and he had kind of a line of why we should consider HubSpot. So it's valuable information.